This man has been seen performing all over Milwaukee. You've seen him on the internet with Pass Me a Beer at the Midnight Show. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows that the next guy up is Tim Higgins. Everybody, welcome him to the stage.
I almost didn't wait for him to say my name. I was just like, you're fucking saying my name. Just good evening, everybody. Hey, give it up for Ryan, and then the break, and then everybody else that did humor. Fucking awesome. First, I shouldn't really apologize at the beginning of a set, but I work at a brewery tour. Yeah. And usually when I invite people on a brewery, on one of my brewery tours, to something that I do later on in the day, they get way too drunk to be able to show up. Unfortunately, some did and decided to answer phones and text, and it's just like blah, 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 blah. I'm like, thanks everybody, so hate me. But hey, there's a table right there of people that did keep their shit together. So give it up for people who keep their shit together. Usually when I'm like, hey, you know what, I do comedy other than this brewery tour, and they're like, what do you do? What do you do, Tim? I'm like, I do comedy. I'm in a stand-up competition. They're like, what time? I'm like, well, it's 6:30 right now. It's at 9:30. Well, more like 10:30 or 11 o'clock. And they're like, we'll be there. We can show up. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Usually, people are like, they don't show up. But oh my God, they fucking showed up. So, man, hey, no, you guys are great. And thank God those fuckers left. And everybody else who were just like, douche, you're right. You'll hear it on the tape. So I was watching TV the other night. How many don't have cable, huh? Bird Box. Yeah, really? Nice. CW in the house. Come on, CW. New best show in the world. Oh, sit. Oh, sit, people. Really? They're going to get that close without saying it? Oh, sit. And then they're going to have shows like, this white couple is invited to a predominantly black wedding and they don't know how to dance. They're going to get funked up. Yeah. Oh, hey, everybody. Bitch in the kitchen. What, they have that already? About barefoot pregnant women that belong in the kitchen? No, that's bitchin' kitchen. Oh, once again, you don't have cable. Fucking woo! There you go. Come on. I could get a real job. I'm glad that people started swearing tonight. Because you know what? Swearing is a part of the world. Am I right, everybody? Who's with me? Give me a fuck yeah! Yeah, that's right. A friend of mine came up a couple years back and he's like, Tim, when we get old, we're going to be the most filthy mouth motherfuckers anywhere. I was like, hogwash, dude. Hogwash. We are not. Because old people already are filthy mouthed hogwashers. I worked in a downtown, I guess you would call it downtown hospital, and I had to push somebody in a wheelchair that had like the spins, so I couldn't walk that fast. And so I luckily got in front of an old couple that the gentleman sent his wife in before he parked the car because it was cold out. But she decided to wait, being a nice, loving wife. And I was like, great. That is wonderful. But then he came into the hospital just as I was pulling around the corner. He's like, why didn't you start going to the room? Shit. And she's like, I was just going to wait for you. Shit. Don't tell me that. Shit. And he's like, no, don't you tell me that. Shit. 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 I shit you not, that was the conversation. Shit's got longer, shit's got drawn out. It's like they were fans of The Wire. Clay Davis, everybody. Fuck yeah, now who has cable? Well, back when I tell you what, I'm drunk because I got here at 9:30. No, I got here at 9, thinking that this would start at 9:30. No, and I was doing brewery tours, so the people who were at the brewery tour saw me drinking. Am I right? Yeah, that's right. You would have cheered too if you were at the brewery tour. That's right. But anyway, we don't need to worry about old people being so vulgar. It's the children. But they're already on their way. Because I teach kids improv once in a while. I go to schools, grade schools, and teach anywhere. Well, I find this out when I get there. It's like, oh, you're going to teach kindergartners through 2nd grade how to do improv, which is impossible. And then you'll teach like 3rd to 5th grade, which is like... But the first class, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to play silly little games with them, but I got to go through the list of names. And I got to the F's. And there was little Carrie, what I thought was Fuchs. F-U-C-H-S. I was like, Carrie Fuchs. And then this little girl walked up to me and she's like, I'm like, yes? It's pronounced Fox. I look to the chaperone. I'm like, and she's like, and then all the kids are like, yeah, Fox, 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 Fox. I'm like, enough, kids, enough. Enough. No. You're Carrie F from now on. Because there's a Carrie Frankowitz. There wasn't. But it's like, Fox! I'm like, oh, you children are beautiful. I live in a 2-bedroom upper apartment with my wife. My mother called me up one day and she's like, you know what, your younger brother needs someplace to stay. And you have an extra room. I'm like, yeah, but it's a 2-bedroom upper. I have a wife and 4 cats. There's not much room. She's like, oh, he just wants to stay there for a couple months. And this was 2010. And he's going to go to Japan. I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll let him. But like I said, that was 2010. And when I'm by myself, it's like me and my wife have different work schedules. And so she's at work during the day, I'm at home, and then I go to work at night and all that stuff. But even though I have a loving relationship, urges happen. Am I right? Am I right? Come on, who has a significant other but loves to rub one out? Come on. No. Even you're right next to her because she rubs one out too. It's kind of like rubbing. Right? Flipping the bean or whatever that is. It happens. But there was 2 things. My wife, she doesn't like early morning noises, and my brother is like, he's about this tall and like has big old hands and feet, and he's almost like a puppy. He doesn't know how to work his entire body yet, and so he just knocks things and slams doors. And so she's like, stop making noise! For the love of God, stop making noise! And I should just hold it, stop making noise! But that turns him into a ninja. And sometimes he comes home in the middle of the day. And when I'm home by myself in the middle of the day, and I get the urge, I start like doing things. And usually it's at the computer, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Cat's out of the room, doors closed. That's how I do it. But if my brother comes home all ninja-like, he'll open up a door, and it's almost, how many of us have cats? I don't know. Yeah. You know how they clean themselves? It's just like, and you walk into the room and they're just like. And so that's kind of how I treat it. It's just like, hey, this is my house. This is what I do. So my brother walks into the door and I'm just like, nip. It's just what I do. It's nature, people. But you know what? There's something that I found out that a girlfriend, not a girlfriend, but a female friend of mine said, it's just like, you know what, eventually your boyfriend is going to want to do it in the pooper. And she said that because she was drunk. And I was like, really? Really? She's like, eventually they're going to want to ask. And you're going to have to, just do it. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because that is dangerous. Butt love, people. Anal sex is for people that trust one another. You can't just be like, surprise, anal sex! Because the anus can shut down. Much like how abortion or the rape, it's like your body shuts down and doesn't want to make the baby. If you don't want butt sex, your body shuts down, but it just then clenches on it. And then it's like worse than a Chinese finger trap. And I might ruin a movie for you, but if you just surprise your lady with some surprise butt sex, it'll turn out to be like the fucking Christmas Story with Flick on the flagpole. It'll just be like, stop!